Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 3 minutes, so I will pause the recording software for now, and I will be back when I find a potential opportunity. All right, gonna go for call contract here at 22.50, and I got that at 22.50. And out for $50 there. I am doing options. If you're not familiar with options, just comment below option guide and I'll link you to a free class I put together called The Big Basics of Options. I'll walk you through how they work, terminology, all that. Don't be intimidated. I know sometimes people are intimidated by options, but you don't need to be. They can be made intimidating, but they don't have to be, and I approach them in more of a simple way. So if that's how you like to approach things, in more kind of KISS method, keep it simple, stupid, then I'm confident you'll get value from that guide. So like I said, just comment down below. And then if you're not familiar with my screen, because I know that one happened fast, but I had a white order there. White meaning I wanted to buy, but I didn't quite get filled and it turned green. And then that one was white for a little bit and then it turned green. And then you saw the $50 show up there, as that is what I made on the trade. I would be interested at that blue line if it wants to pull back a bit more. So I'll keep this I'll keep an eye on this one. And if we can get a pullback, like I said, to that blue line down there, I would potentially be interested again. I will pause for now. All right, gonna go for a call here at 29.50. All right, I'm gonna cancel that order out. I'll pause. All right, gonna go for a put here at 27.50. I don't like how it's putzing around right there. Let's change strike prices. Again, if you have no idea what I mean when I say change strike prices, there we go. I'm glad I canceled that order out. What is that up there? 57, 34.50. Throw an order out. So that's what I mean. White order out there, meaning I'd like to buy for 34.50, but it hasn't gotten up there yet. I am watching that number, want to see it get down to 34.50, and then ideally drop a little bit below it, because that would mean that I'm able to actually buy. So we'll see if it wants to get up there or not. I will pause for now. All right, gonna go for put here at 35. I got that at 35. Well, I was on best offer. To try to get out. Was not able to. So just had to take a $20 gain on that one. Went up a bit too far, pushed me into loss control mode. Loss control mode does not necessarily mean you're going to take a loss, but it did mean that I had to accept less than what I wanted. And in hindsight, yeah, wow, would have been just fine. But that's all hindsight. And that's the problem. I didn't quite get my entry point right. So I had to, like I said, it entered into that part of the chart where it's like, okay, I'm going to go into loss control mode. I'm not going to freak out and hit the bid or anything like that. But I do need to start to manage the risk, control the loss, which again, just to reiterate, loss control mode, as you saw there, does not automatically mean you will take a loss. Sometimes, and yeah, most times it means you are going to take some sort of loss. But in this situation, because I didn't totally freak out or anything like that, I was able to still make $20. But yeah, in hindsight here, whoops. But that's okay. It is what it is. That happens to everybody as traders, because we all don't have hindsight in our favor, unfortunately. All right, gonna go for, I think I just missed it. Yeah. Well, I was gonna do 20.50, but too slow as it's now getting rejected. Maybe it'll come back up there. I can give it another try. I will pause. All right, gonna try for one here at 20.50. No. Put it in, then canceled it out. It would not have been filled anyways, so. All right, I'll pause. All right, I'm going for 2020 here. All right, I'll pause. Maybe I'll just wait until I get filled. That way I don't keep having all these false alarms. But I will pause for now. Well, there is the move down. So I will go ahead and cancel that order out for now. And go back to the drawing board. Have an order at 1870 here. And I'm going to go down to 1820 now. Try 1880. It's bouncing enough off that purple line there where I don't know if it comes back down. Does it hold? Not quite as confident. All right, I'll pause. All right, going to go for a put here at 2850. Wow, just sitting there. Don't like that. Let's go to 2770 instead. Now, looking over at the 5 minute, this is right here, the 1 minute, and glancing over at the 5 minute, which is off screen. Okay, there we go. Need a little bit of confirmation. So now that I see that, I'm more open to the idea. Well, sometimes if you wait for confirmation, it just does this, and it just leaves you behind. So there's always give and take. Had I stayed with my original trade plan, I would have worked out fine, but I just didn't have much confirmation at that point. I waited, I got this, but now, yeah. Now, if it comes back up, that becomes pretty interesting, but whether or not it comes up is the question. So there's always a price to pay. If you're trying to, kind of go in without any sort of bold confirmation, you risk, well, not having confirmation. So maybe it just goes straight up against you. If you do wait for confirmation, which is what I did there, you can see the other side of the risk. The risk is, well, you get your confirmation, but then it just keeps going and you're not able to quite act, because I wanted to see how that candle finished. But by the time it finished, it was already all the way down there. All right, I'll pause. All right, I am confused right now. I am in at 2370. I turned my back and looked at my screen and it showed I was in something, but honestly, I don't. Okay, I can see. Let's just do this here. All right, out for, what did I get out? Oh, okay, yeah, $10 on that one. Yeah. No, a little unnerving. I was shooting off an email and I turned back and why is my screen flashing? Oh, I'm in. Wait, what did I get in at? What was I thinking, in that, because I set the order right here. The time you can see when I inserted my order. So I put the order out there at 10:25 and I got filled at about 10:28. So it sat out there for about 3 minutes. Honestly, totally forgot about the order. Totally forgot about it. Went to do the email, typed it up, all that, turned back. So I don't even know how long I'd been sitting in it. I don't know how, I suppose I got filled on that candle, so I wasn't sitting in it for too long, but yeah. So moral of the story, don't forget about your orders, and bummer. Yeah, worked out fine, but there's just something, at least for me, a little unnerving when you totally forget about an order and then you're in and you're like, wait, why was I even in? I'm in, and okay, and it's just, like I said, for me at least. Now I am interested again, if this thing wants to come back up, this is could be an interesting setup here. Would do 2350 at this point though. So yeah, all right, now I feel a lot better about it because I'm understanding what I'm trying to do here. If I were able to get filled at 2350. Let me go to 23.30 and, well, it's already pulling back. All right, I'll pause. Okay, I'm going to order at 23.50 here. In at 23.50. Let's see if this thing wants to come back down. So looking for this thing to roll back over here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause, and I'll keep you updated on how this thing goes. That white line is my stop. So let's see if this thing can come down a bit. So I will go ahead and pause, and if it looks like I'm either going to get stopped out or it starts to go more in my favor, then I will get the video rolling at that point. Well, it is approaching and got to get out. So $50 loss on that one. Bummer. I know. In hindsight, maybe I should have just done my $50 sniper shot. I would have been okay. But I liked the odds that thing maybe wanted to roll back over. And maybe did it come out and stop me out and now it comes down? If that's the case, then so be it. That can happen too. All right, I will pause. All right, gonna go for a call here at 23.50, and I got that. Holy smokes. There we go. Out for 50 bucks on that one. That had to come a pretty big amount. I was sitting on the offer there and it still had to bounce quite a bit, but so right there, got back the loss. Nothing. No, I take that back. Take that back, because that first loss was 60, or that loss that I took on, well, that was not a sniper shot. Lost 60 bucks on that one. So almost got it back there with a very anticlimactic sniper shot there. I am interested in potentially trying again if this thing wants to pull back to right around that blue line there. So we'll see if it wants to pull back some more. I will pause. All right, market closes in 19 minutes. Totally forgot about this. It's been hours since I've been around or been looking at things. So honestly, I'm not even gonna try to play it off. I'm not quite sure where I left off, what happened. Obviously I remember that losing trade I had, that it didn't quite roll over, gave it a chance. There was that one where I had to go into loss control mode. I took an Nvidia trade on an option, but like I said, overall, I do know that there are some good lessons. The one just being, you know what, sometimes you wait for a price to move a bit further in your favor, you give it a chance, and then it doesn't work out. Oh yes, and then there's that other one where I just completely was not paying attention and I got filled. I think, did I make like 10 bucks on that one or something like that? But overall, closing up with 150 with commissions, we'll call it 140 on the day. So I'll take it. Would have been nicer, obviously, had that one rolled over. Then I'd be looking at a much bigger day had it, pulled back in my favor and rolled over. But that's just how it goes sometimes. You give things a chance to move. They don't move. You end up taking a loss on them, and it is what it is. But there are going to be those moments where you do get the move in your favor, and then you're going to be sitting there looking at a good, solid green day. But that just didn't happen for me today, and that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. So that's all I have for you. If you appreciate these live trade videos, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.